it's Beverly. How are you? I am back today with another chapter snippet from my soon to be blockbuster book, Gezebel. So, today we are going to delve into a chapter snippet like we do of chapter 23. My gosh, I can't believe we're up to chapter 23. When I started this, I was such a novice saying chapter 21. Chapter 1, I've got so many chapters to go through. And now here I am at chapter 23. Just goes to show, just keep going at whatever it is you want to do. Don't stop, keep going. Because one day you're going to look back and you're going to say, hey, I remember when I was back there and I'm here. That's how I feel like I've made so much progress. So let's get into chapter 23. Now, this is a short chapter, so we're just going to kind of like breeze through it a little bit. And then I'll probably pop into the next chapter because this one is kind of really short. It's just like a transition chapter for me. So here we go, chapter 23. In the coming weeks after the incident with Gezebel, Clyde's performance at work was heavily scrutinized. He became the target of a professional witch hunt that culminated in job loss. Mhm. Daddy St. John's hoodwink connections in the business world bared their teeth, and Clyde was caught in a stranglehold. Clyde suspected his misfortunes were the handiwork of the St. John clan, but he couldn't prove it. Ernest brought suit against him for assaulting his 15-year-old daughter and threatening to slay the entire family. Clyde's relationship with Corinne suffered tremendous emotional strain, especially after Corinne informed him that she was pregnant. Corinne viewed her pregnancy as nothing short of a miracle since she never conceived for Ernest after having Gezebel. She decided to forge ahead with the newest addition to her family. After all, her financial portfolio was sound, and Clyde would get another job. But his resources were being taxed in order to compensate attorneys for handling his case during this domestic crisis. Clyde believed that Corinne's pregnancy was his only chance out of this legal mess. He persuaded Corinne that should Ernest continue with the case, he would be ruined financially and probably jailed. The power of the St. John family. Corinne agreed with Clyde and visited Bella at her Bridgetown office to plead his case. Corinne signed herself into the three-story building and rode the elevator to Bella's office on the upper floor. She waltzed past Bella's secretary and ignored her queries about who, what, and where she was going. She just walked into Bella's office like, whatever. I don't need to sign in. I'm Corinne, white girl from the UK. Fling my hair. I'm going in that office. Be quiet, girl. Do your job. Sign somebody else in. That's Corinne's attitude. Oh boy. Corinne pushed open the door to Bella's spacious office and found a surprised Bella sitting behind her polished desk reviewing a stack of papers. Bella, we need to talk, Corinne announced, as if it was the most natural thing in the world to enter Bella's office without being invited. The audacity. She plopped herself into the empty chair opposite Bella's desk. We do? Bella asked quizzically and wondered why Corinne didn't call her to let her know she was stopping by. She had a meeting in the next 30 minutes, and it was imperative she spot checked the documents on her desk in order to be properly prepared. She hoped Corinne wasn't about to ask her to bring Gezzy back. Yes, we do, Corinne replied in an irritated voice. Clyde and I are having problems because of this court case. Ever since this incident with Gezi, he's experienced job loss and can't seem to get hired. Bella, I'm pregnant with Clyde's baby, and I can't raise this child on my own. I won't. I met with Clyde's attorney before coming here, and it's possible he could go to jail. Bella, I don't have the stomach for this. This situation is stressful, and stress is not good for the baby. Corinne implored Bella anxiously and wrung her hands in an agitated manner. Okay, I agree with you. Stress is not good for the baby, Bella reiterated icily. Bella, have a heart, Corinne yelled fervently, but Bella remained silent. Frustrated in her attempts to score Bella's empathy, Corinne quickly lost control. Do you want me to spell it out for you? Corinne yelled nastily, and a scowl surfaced her attractive face. Bella remained silent and stared at Corinne with a blank expression. Corinne, in a fit of rage, got to her feet and addressed Bella sternly. All right, perhaps it's better this way, so there can be no misunderstanding. I want you to tell Ernest to drop all charges against Clyde. You already have my daughter, so locking him up would be an act of vengeance against me. The depression and stress heaped on me because the father of my child is left to rot in a stinking jail is enough to make me have a miscarriage. The St. Johns wouldn't want the blood of my baby on their hands, Corinne promised. Bella remained silent, but the ferocity of Corinne's words unnerved her. Pleased that she had finally cracked Bella's frozen demeanor, Corinne whirled around with her nose in the air and walked calmly out of Bella's office. She slammed the door on her way out and stopped at the secretary's desk for a little fun. Oh, excuse my manners. I'm the former Corinne St. John, and I'm here to see Bella. Corinne stated sarcastically and laughed. She really is something, isn't she? Now we see where Gezebel gets it, don't we? A little bit more. I can't help myself. Oh, gosh. Bella sighed and got to her feet. She felt old and tired as she walked to the window behind her desk, hating the fact that she was being coerced by Corinne to have Ernest drop the case. What could she do? Corinne would blame them all if she lost the baby due to being stressed over Clyde. Then what? Corinne would be bitter and definitely fight to get Gezi back. Bella gazed out the office window and looked down at the busy street teeming with people and passing cars. Losing Gezi was a chance she was not willing to take. Throwing Clyde in jail wasn't worth the trouble. Ernest would have to drop the charges. Bella walked over to her desk and sat on top of it. She called her parents and briefed them on the squalid details of Corinne's visit. They agreed with Bella that it was in the family's best interest to drop the charges against Clyde immediately. Ernest eventually complied. Gezebel's visitations with her mother were uneventful and calm. Clyde stayed out of her way whenever she spent the weekend, or he went somewhere else. He got out of that child's way. On those rare occasions when their eyes locked, he was rebuked with the most spiteful stare that he had ever witnessed in his life. In his opinion, Gezebel was the physical embodiment of the green eye monster. So that was pretty much most of that small chapter. Moving on to the next, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.